Hello and welcome to August 9th special report TLRY. We have a green spinning top. What does that mean? It means we are moved up in the up direction. Yes, we had a minus 36 today. This was a minus 38. It was a 38 yesterday. It was a 35, 38, minus 35, 38, and now minus 36. And it's holding that support. Look at that. It's really holding that Fibonacci 50% retracement support. That's our entry point, and that's the swing low. And if we're using the standard Fibonacci, which would be the nearest top, the nearest high to the nearest swing low, to the nearest swing low prior, or the lowest swing low, the lowest swing low. So if the low swing low was over here, it would be over here. But this is the lowest is right here at our entry. And look, there's a 50% zone right there for that Fibonacci. So we are looking good. Yes, and I reviewed yesterday in the text. There are 7 exits conditions for TLRY. One condition has already been met. We're past the initial. That's one, or the exit. Number 2, that we cleared the gantry. We are not cleared the gantry yet. So we are still working on getting to number 2 of the exits, and that is to get to EPS. Then after that is to get to first ratio, third ratio. Consider taking profits at 10x of the trade, or 200 ROI right there when it gets 200 ROI, or DTE, date to expiration, and this is good all the way till December. 16 December would be our DTE exit on this, and I haven't decided it yet, so I'd like to hear some comments to see what you guys feel. The bottom line is we already know that we're risking 1 risk to a 3-to-1 ratio, and we calculated that that's going to come out. That came out to approximately around $205. So if this trade was to go against us, we were looking at about $205 loss down here, plus or minus another $10. Things depends on the delta at the time and the bid ask in the option arena. But the bottom line is that we are still holding this support, and we have now 2. Look at this. We had 2 green arrows where price closed above the 10 EMA. That is a very good sign. And then I have these. Now I'm going to move these guys over a little more because this is our warning track. I like doing every once in a while I'll do a little extra drawings on my chart to remind me not to mess up. Yeah, remember, these charts are yours. You guys mark them up the way you need to make it the best for yourself to understand, and to also to manage the trade. It's extremely important. So that really is the conclusion of TLR's talk for today. And the only thing we have left is to go to our forward testing and to go to scanning time on the open market. As you can see, we are behind for the account, and I attribute that because we are doing no stops. There are no stops on Yelp and AT&T. So these guys are really being anchors to our whole entire operation, but they're going to expire October and in November if they don't start moving up and get at least to an EP, and then maybe a retracement to get out at EP. But the bottom line would be is that we have proven that the DTE theory is not for short-term 90-day trades. It's got to be without stops. Without stops, you could use a leap, 1.5 2 years out options, as one gentleman that I knew does, and another one that does 9 months out plus. But for us short-term traders in the 90-day arena, DTE has to have stops, as it's proven, to get out and hold on to capital. Okay, well, that's it. Let's go ahead and then go ahead and review the forward testing ones to see who is. So that's it for the TLRY guys. Thank you for checking it out, and those who hang around will look at the forward testing to keep your understanding and honing in your exit skills. Okay, so here we have this is at EPS. It's still in the game. All right, Dan is still in the game. And as these lose, we'll take them off the list. So if you follow the videos, you'll be able to see who's getting removed. And we'll do the removals on screen so that we'll be able to track it. Oh, we have a nice VIR move. VIR had a nice move there. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit closer. There we go. And we'll brush into this fast before we run out of time. DVN is our next one. And it look, this would have got stopped out. There's what you got up, got out, and we've been stopped out right there at the EPS. It opened here, it went down and stopped out. So you get stopped out for a 4 or 5% loss. So we'll go ahead and say here, we'll call it just one loss. And that's pretty much an 8 to date. 8-9. Okay, so that's going to come off our list. Who's next is VIAC, CBS Viacom. That's the Paramount company who makes movies. They have not cleared the EPS, so therefore this is still in the game in the first risk ratio. Okay, Discovery, which is our Discovery channel. And there it is. And they're still at risk for 1 ratio right there. Okay. See, the thing would be by disciplining rules, you know what to do when things happen. It's still in the game. It's still risking 1 risk ratio. Okay. OMC got triggered, and of course it's still in the first ratio. Okay. Goodyear tires. It triggered, and the trigger was slippage. You can see right there, the slippage right there. So that's going to cause some drawback. Monster. And look at Monster. Oh, this is beautiful textbook. Beautiful textbook. So now we have an EPS. The EPS will be right there. And that's where we're at right now for Monster. Okay. Ramp got triggered. It was not too much slippage, but still it's in danger of frustration because of this massive. Now, a point too, and while we're here, when you have a massive position like this, which is uncommon compared to look at the spread between the high and lows here in the past. You could use the 50% ratio line as a stop. Yes, you can. You need to protect capital. And if it's this is such a wide ratio, then go ahead and say, you know what, I'll take it at 50%. And there are traders who do that. They will open up, they'll determine their high low, and they'll say, okay, order triggers. My first stop is here. If we get past the trade, get in, then we'll move the stop here, and then after the trade goes up. And then of course there's pro traders who actually would be using the 47.41, which is a little bit tight. It produces a lot. Ray Dalio himself said that it can produce a lot of death of 1,000 cuts. It unfortunately just triggered, and it had a pullback here at EOA and MAC. MAC also got stopped out, so we're going to have here, this would be a stop out. 8/9, 1 loss. There we go. And this gives you a good practice about following your rules. Get completely emotionally detached from it all. And then USB. And there it is. USB is still doing pretty good. It's holding up. Okay, well, unfortunately, we are out of time, and that's a pretty good list of forward testing. I mean, you can do this and go on. It'd be crazy going into lots and lots. And with that, we'll just go ahead and close it up for today. For well, we got actually 30 seconds. So let me see. Let me get the scanner up real quick. Uptrend, all optionable, 10. Oh yeah, all our conditions are still here. So we just hit it. Give you a quick list, and then we'll wrap it up for today. And I'll go ahead and okay. So we only have 3. We only have 3 to work with. So there we are. So and they all have their parameters. Okay. With that said, we'll go ahead and close up tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and mark up the chart real quick. There we go. And it's a long wick. Take the top of the body right there. Boom. Top of the wick, because it's pretty good. There. And here. And you notice I'm not picky. This is all forward testing. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap it up for today. And I thank you very much for stopping by with TLRY. Still with a spinning top in the right direction. Thank you very much for stopping by and checking it out.